8 ways to prevent muscle loss as you get older, in both women and men. After the age of 30, our muscles begin to break down at a rate of 3 to 8% every 10 years. Unfortunately, the less muscle that you have, the more likely you are to catch illnesses and diseases, to suffer from bone loss and arthritis without their support, and to increase the risk of falls and fractures. The more muscle you lose, the less hungry you'll be as well, as this will cause your metabolism to slow down. Although we can't turn off the aging process, you can definitely slow it down by supporting your skeletal muscles. In this video we'll be exploring the best supplements, diet and lifestyle tips to prevent muscle loss as you age. These simple strategies will help you to live a longer life. But more importantly, a life of quality and health. This video is for educational purposes only, so do speak with your doctor if you have any medical concerns at all. Number 1. Protein and amino acids. The building blocks of muscle. As we age, our bodies become less able to turn proteins from our food into muscles. This is called anabolic resistance, and is why our muscles tend to break down and atrophy. To prevent muscle loss, you should eat at least 5 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight per day. Animal-based protein is by far the easiest to absorb and turn into new muscle, such as eggs, fish and red meat. Also, if you want to, you can take a supplement after the age of 50 which contains branched-chain amino acids. If you do this, however, make sure that your supplement contains leucine, an amino acid that's been shown to stimulate muscle growth and prevent muscle loss as you age, through the mTOR pathway. Glutamine is another one which is very important to recover your muscles after an illness, excessive stress, or intense exercise. Number 2. Resistance exercises. So, to keep your muscles from breaking down, you must exercise them on a consistent and regular basis. Doing things as simple as carrying groceries and walking rather than driving can make a huge difference in the long run. The first muscles that break down are usually at the front of the thigh, which is the quadriceps, and the abdominal muscles. To prevent this, I recommend doing random squatting throughout the day to activate these muscle groups and keep them strong. For example, you could make it a habit when you're waiting for the kettle to boil. Squatting is very good because it mimics everyday movements like sitting and standing, which can improve your flexibility, balance, and metabolism. Push-ups and sit-ups are also recommended, even if you just do 1 or 2 whenever you get a spare moment. Finally, resistance band routines are excellent for the elderly who are unable to lift heavy things or weights. Number 3 is the all-important vitamin D. Inflammation in the body is another very common cause of muscle loss and sarcopenia. This is why it's so important to meet your daily requirements for vitamin D by getting outside and exposing your skin to the sunlight. Vitamin D naturally lowers inflammation to keep your muscles strong and your energy levels high. However, it is a shame that billions of people worldwide are deficient in this because their bodies do not make vitamin D properly because of genetic issues. To prevent this deficiency, take a minimum of 10,000 international units of vitamin D3 per day, which costs roughly around 7 cents per day. Vitamin D also helps your body to resist stress, infections, and bone loss. Number 4. Improving your sleep. When you don't get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, your body is unable to use glucose properly the following day for energy. So in response to this, your adrenal glands release more cortisol. This is a catabolic stress hormone, which converts your muscle tissue into glucose. Unfortunately, over the years of not sleeping enough, this hormone causes your muscles to waste away, especially around your legs and your butt, and you tend to gain fat as a result around your stomach. So, improve the length and quality of your sleep by using a tryptophan supplement, or perhaps a sleep blend like Performance Lab Sleep, and I'll put some links to these below the video. Number 5. Protein breakfast. Which leads me on to the most important meal of the day, a protein breakfast. Now, after not eating for 8 hours during your sleep, your body is in a fasted state, which improves insulin sensitivity. Essentially, your muscles are now more open and they're ready to absorb protein and amino acids so that they may grow. So, instead of eating cereals, donuts and bagels for breakfast, opt for a protein-rich breakfast instead, like an omelet with some cheese, ham, pork, salmon or meat. This protein-rich meal kickstarts muscle protein synthesis, preventing your muscles from breaking down and supporting your overall metabolism. Again, you may also use an amino acid blend supplement throughout the day to ensure that your muscles are getting all of the building blocks that they need. If you're finding this information helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe and turn all notifications on so that I can keep you updated with the latest health and nutrition tips. Number 6. Infrared light. What you should know is that your body uses certain hormones to preserve and strengthen your muscles. These are called anabolic hormones, such as human growth hormone, testosterone, estrogen, and pregnenolone. Unfortunately, as you age, you tend to make less of these hormones, and then catabolic hormones take over, which break the body down slowly over the years. However, research shows that you can help to balance out these hormones naturally by exposing your body to infrared light. Infrared light that comes from the sun can penetrate through the clouds, through your clothes, your skin, and even your bone to help boost melatonin in your body. You can get this by simply walking outside, sitting in front of an open flame fire, or using an infrared light therapy box at home. Melatonin helps to keep your anabolic hormones high, and to protect the energy factories in your muscle cells, called the mitochondria. Number 7. Minimizing stress. You may have known someone, or heard of someone who had a heart attack because they were under a lot of emotional stress. This happens because the stress triggers the release of cortisol, the catabolic stress hormone that breaks muscles down. This puts a strain on the muscles of the heart and causes other muscles in the body to break down and weaken as a result. So, if you want to live a long and healthy life, you must keep your stress levels down. Take long, slow walks in nature to bring in lots of oxygen and infrared to lower cortisol. You could also drink a cup of lemon balm tea every morning, and try to remove stimulants like caffeine, too much coffee, or energy drinks from your life. Another reason that you may be losing your muscle is because you aren't digesting and absorbing nutrients properly. For example, your body uses cholesterol from food as a raw material to turn into steroid hormones that build muscle. Your body also needs minerals like zinc, calcium and iron to support the production of muscle cells. It also needs amino acids from meats, fish and eggs to form the protein structure of the muscles. But if you can't absorb these nutrients because you have something like acid reflux, a digestive problem or low stomach acid, your muscles will begin to break down. I'd recommend to anyone over the age of 50 to take 2 digestive enzyme capsules after each meal to help them absorb more nutrients. Alternatively, you could use 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar mixed in a glass of water before the meal to help strengthen your digestive juices. Foods that strengthen muscles. Hear me loud and clear when I say this. Do not go on a low-fat diet as you age, as this will speed up muscle loss. Certain fats are needed and are essential to preserve the muscle with age. For example, statin drugs block cholesterol, which blocks testosterone and estrogen, causing your muscles to break down. So, what should you be eating to support your muscles in the long term? Well, firstly, eggs contain all of the amino acids and the building blocks that are used to make muscle tissue. Avocados are loaded with minerals like boron, which help the enzymes in your body convert raw materials into muscle. Bone broth is by far one of the best sources of amino acids and glutamine to recover and strengthen the muscles. Extra virgin olive oil lowers inflammation to prevent muscle breakdown. Cabbage is a wonderful source of glutamine for the muscles. Wild salmon is one of the best protein sources and is rich in anti-inflammatory omega-3s. Oysters are wonderful muscle-preserving foods rich in zinc. Brazil nuts support the metabolism and thyroid hormones, which also play a role in muscle health. Cottage cheese can be eaten in the evening to help release amino acids into the blood and into the muscles throughout the night. And hands down, beef steak is the king of red meats, providing everything needed for the muscles, including coenzyme Q10. Summary: as you age, your skeletal muscles begin to break down, causing stiffness, immobility and weakness. This happens because of inflammation, hormonal problems, lack of exercise or taking medications. However, it is possible to preserve and strengthen your muscles by following some simple lifestyle tips. Eating at least 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight per day can prevent muscle breakdown. Resistance training like squatting or carrying heavy groceries activates anabolic hormones and satellite cells that grow muscle tissue. Vitamin D supplements and getting outside lowers inflammation to preserve muscle. Getting at least 7 to 8 hours of restorative sleep per night lowers cortisol, the hormone that breaks muscles down. Eat a meaty protein-rich breakfast instead of carbs in the morning to provide the raw materials for your muscles. Infrared light from sunlight, red light lamps or open flames boosts melatonin and balances hormones. Keep your stress levels low to normalize cortisol. And support your digestion using digestive enzyme supplements or apple cider vinegar. There are also some other key supplements and vitamins that you may take if you want to grow your muscles and take this to the next level. For that information, you can tap on the video that I've put on your screen now. Thanks so much for watching another of my videos. I wish you great health, wealth, and happiness.